So the Quartering just did a video asking for some help against YouTube and essentially what is YouTube censorship. And I completely agree with him. I really do. And I feel for him. And quite honestly, and I'm not being mean here at all to the Quartering at all or anything. But yeah, you know, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. So look, I have here on the screen, you can see this. Look, I kind of came at YouTube a little bit because they're suppressing news, and some of the news that they're suppressing is actually things that could actually help people out. You know, and in my opinion, that's bad. People should be able to get the news and make their own opinion. But the suppression is actually definitely there. He's 100% correct about that. You know, I wish I had his complaints. I really do. I lost. You know, I only gained, rather than 600 subscribers a day, I only gained 100 subscribers a day. Man, I wish I had your problems, but I feel for you. I wish I got 1 subscriber a day. I put a lot of work into this. YouTube definitely suppresses this channel like crazy. But this is a great example right here. Look at this. So normally I published this video here, NBA player. Literally, it took me an hour and a half. So about an hour and a half before this one here. But it got all these views pretty much within the first, you know, little few minutes, as most videos do. So you can see the average here is not very high. I'm not big at all by any way, stretch, or means, but I still try to make my voice count for something. But this one right here, where I come at YouTube, 3. And it's just constant. It's constant. That is the problem with being able to have YouTube decide what we say. And the only thing that we can do, the only thing that you can do is really honestly give a like and a share, a dislike. You know, if you dislike the video, a dislike, a comment, something. That's really the only thing that helps out with this. But there's a bigger underlying problem here. There's a freedom of speech, a freedom of press. Press was never supposed to be this establishment thing where you are this channel or this channel or this channel or you're nothing. That's not the way it was supposed to be, okay? And I understand YouTube's position. They don't want bad news going forth. They don't want fake news. They don't want things that go against their narrative, and they don't want videos like this one that call them out and scream truth to power, because when you're as small a channel as I am, you can't speak truth to power. You've got to scream truth to power. So I mean, yeah, I know. Welcome to my world. I mean, I know, and I'm not being mean, but the whole time I saw your video, I was thinking to myself, wow, that's like first world problems right there. I wish I had half those problems. 50 subscribers a day, I wish I had that. I wish I had a quarter of that, 25 subscribers a day. That would be great. And then if I had that problem even then, at gaining 10 subscribers a day, I'd still be happier than I am now. Right now, I feel like my voice just definitely gets suppressed, and this is just evidence of it. And yeah, I know you're right, Jeremy. You are absolutely right, and I'm spreading the news too. Not for your channel, but for everybody's channel, because we're all in this together, and for you, the viewer. And you, the viewer, are the ultimate bosses. Without you, YouTube wouldn't exist. So it is you that YouTube ultimately will have to answer to. And it is you that can decide what channels raise and what channels lower. But I just wanted to do a quick one out. I love the Quartering. I watched him from the beginning, and you know, I agree with him. It just, man, I wish I had your problems, man. I wish I had your problems. But anyways, it affects everybody, and it's all channels, especially news channels, and especially political news channels, or any news channels that delve in anything that is a serious, you know, life-changing nature, political changing nature. Things like that. So wanted to throw my 2 cents into it because it's about what it is worth. You know, freedom of speech is money, right? So every dollar is freedom of speech. Well, I don't quite have a dollar, so I got about 2 cents worth of free speech. There's my 2 cents worth of free speech. I love you guys. I will see you on the next one, and listen to dissenting opinions, guys. And yeah, realize that it's a struggle. It's an absolute struggle. It really is. I don't think people realize how much work I put into every video. I mean, it's a ton of work. It's a ton of work only to have YouTube pretty much put their thumb on it and say, well, my voice isn't worth it. My voice is worthless. But we all still speak up. We all still talk. And this is my 2 cents in on it at the Quartering. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.